I'm an urbanist and a developer. Now I have some ideas. We call this solid space. And in a way what this is actually just a new interpretation of the terrace house. Why is it a new interpretation? It's a new interpretation which gets us away from the social arrangements of the Victorian house. The Victorian house was made for a family of the bourgeoisie and the servants, and they were separated in layers. The servants would live in the basement, the servants would live in the attic, and the family would live in the middle two floors. Now we still inherit that same structure, and so however much we want to kind of knock and carve them about, we can't actually move around that space in the way that we might want. And what this is in a way to say all of that is forgotten, all of that is in the past. Really what it is, it's no more or less than a staircase which you might find in a Victorian house with half landings, but those half landings have got very big, and those half landings, this is where you live. So this idea of volume is actually achieved through standing there and looking down, standing there and looking down, and sitting here and looking up. And in all of that, that gives a new connection. That is actually the way in which we connect ourselves one with another. Now what's clever about this idea is that this is solid space inside. It means it's inside anything. The only thing that the outside needs to do is to wrap it. What that does, it means that the wrapping becomes something which is to do with wherever you are. So this can have brick walls, it can have walls of hay, it can have corrugated iron, it can have walls of stone, it can have render. It is entirely flexible and entirely open. There is nothing that solid space demands for what goes on the outside of that home. I don't want to be a house builder that owns lots of land and actually makes their profit from the increased value of that land. What I want to do is to be a clever manufacturer and find a way of manufacturing this that I can offer it to you at the cost and price that's going to give you better value. If I can give you more space for the same money, then I'll have done my job. I believe that we offer you something here which can be manufactured and can actually be a catalogue, so you can choose inside this frame what your finishes might be. You can choose how that goes together, but the reality of it, this is solid space inside.